Well, I've got tomatoes potted on. I went back to the first two I'd done, and as you can see, I've put the little pots in. They've all got them. Afternoon, everyone. As you can see, I'm down the allotment. Actually, what's the temperature? Because it's quite hot in here. It's 36 degrees at the moment, and the lowest it dropped to last night was 9.6. So that is a good sign. Mainly the reason I'm down the day is I want to pot on all of my tomatoes. I'm just going to put them into the final pots so I can get them through into the tomato room, and that'll give me extra space in here. And the reason being is because I brought some tomatoes down from home that I want to put down here. There's Gigantomore, which is a really big tomato. There's tumbling tomatoes, Moneymaker, this one which is for Mark's challenge, Dirty Curty. It's the only one that I've actually got left. I've got, if I can get this out, Honeycomb F1. I believe there's some more Alicante. So I want to get these growing. But chances are I'll probably give them to people around here, apart from like Dirty Curty obviously and the Gigantomore. And then I've got some tumbling tomatoes which I'll put into a hanging basket. Well, I'll pot them on individually first, but they will be going into a hanging basket through in the tomato room, and that'll be the 4 hanging baskets full of tumbling tomatoes. So let's just see what we've got, I suppose. And them pots didn't look very sturdy there, did it? They're leaning over, so I'll move them. Got loads and loads of air pots I need to clean. So without further ado, let's do the Sweet Millions. So in the bottom, farmyard manure. Yeah. And then some clover multi-purpose. And I'm hoping that I've got, yes, I have got one of them. I think that's the pot, I think, is it? Yep. We'll just get these done. I bought some clips off that famous website, Temu. Because I've got the famous Temu watering can, which I copied off Pete Trenouth. Pete had it. I seen it, I thought, oh, that's quite dinky. So I decided I would have one. So I copied off Pete. But I bought these clips. There was 2 seconds and I'll show you them. these are the clips. Only cheap plastic things. The reason I bought them is because in the tomato room I use canes for the tomatoes to grow up and clip them to the canes. So I just thought these would be quite good because I have canes going upright and then canes running along the top, and rather than keep using cable ties that would hold the canes, one going across, one coming down, and so on to each pot. So I just thought it would be a good idea. They were only coppers, you know what I mean. But I bought 2 packets just to be on the safe side. I'll hopefully get me Swede out within the next couple of days now, because that's it. It's nice and warm. The ground will be warming up nice. So Swede, cauliflower, Savoy cabbage, red cabbage, more cauliflower, and I've got sweet corn. Just for anybody watching who may be doing Steve's Grow Along, the challenge, single seed potato. There's Katie at the moment. She isn't doing fantastic. And I've got number 8, which I wasn't sure if it was a chit or not. It isn't. So I'll make a video within the next couple of days regarding Katie. But I've got onions, leeks, spring onions to go out as well. So I'm just going to do this sweet million. Where I better put it? I better put my glasses on so I can see. Take that little clip off. Take the little stake out. Watch for them leaves. In fact, I'm going to take those leaves off, which means I can plant the stem even deeper. Nice root system. I don't know if you can see it. Nice root system. I'm not putting mycorrhizal in. Normally I would use it, but I don't use it on my tomatoes because tomatoes always have a really good rooting system anyway, and they don't need it. You know, I know a lot of people will still use it, but my opinion, tomatoes don't need it. Let's just make a little jam up around that. You know what I forgot? 9 times out of 10 I put a little pot in, or I put them on trays. But I just thought this time I'm just going to make like a moat around and just water into the moat, and that should keep the stem dry. So that's 1 sweet million where it belongs. I haven't got any canes here. I'm saying I'm growing them on canes. The canes are behind the door. I'll have to put the canes in after. When I say after, I mean once I've done all of these, or once I've paused the video, I can actually get to them. So it doesn't really make a difference, but I'll do that. I haven't actually been watching a lot of YouTube this last week. I have watched some, not many to be honest. So I'm back to that old scenario of mine, playing catch up. But as long as I can get what I want done, I'm quite happy. There's that other sweet million. Take a little clip off. Pull a little stake out. Pull that out. Once again, nice root system on it, and down it goes, and we'll give it more compost. Right, I want to make what? Bit more compost in there actually. As I say, normally what I do is I get pots like that and I bury them in and I just water into the pots. But I forgot to do it with that sweet million. So that's another one done. I'll put that in its place. In fact, I'm going to give these two a good drink of water now actually. Whoop. So I don't know how many more I've got to go. 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18. There's 19 to do. So I'm going to pause this video just so I can crack on, and I'll come back here shortly. And I need to get some kitchen roll to wipe my eye. I've got sweat running into my eye. I'll be back with you shortly. Well, I've got tomatoes potted on. I went back to the first two I'd done, and as you can see, I've put the little pots in. They've all got them for water in them. And I ran out of space in here. Normally I would keep my tomatoes just through in the shed, but I've got propagators and everything in that space, so I've had to take two down into the small polytunnel. Those are my Atlantic giant pumpkins for Alien's Challenge. There's me tumbling tomatoes. The Marifat dried peas, germinating, and also on the other side germinating. I'll be going home shortly to see to the dog, so I'm going to leave that window open. Those slats, in fact I'll open the bottom ones now. Leave them open. I'll leave the two double glazed windows open. I've got one Alicante left and one money maker left. I'll give them to someone on the plots, I suppose. I still haven't got the framework up, but I'll do that probably later on tonight when I come back. Also tidy all this mess up. The temperature is, if you can see it, 9 degrees. 9.6 was the coldest last night, and it's currently 40.3 degrees Celsius. So that's bloody hot. I'll give you a look at me Alicante down in the polytunnel. The beds are all ready to be planted out in. All being weeded, so there's no weeds. There's the onions, the giant onions. Have a look at the carrots for the carrot challenge. That was the second sowing of Nazareth. That's the first sowing. There's the onions. I will give this there's a little weed. Hate seeing weeds by onions because the weeds can take all the feed away from the onions. They can take all the water away from them. So I don't like to see weeds there. Get rid of them. There's the potatoes. To the left is Casablanca. The one in the centre there at the top is a Manitou. This one is a Kestrel. And these 5 are Kestrel. And those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there are Desiree, which are mains potatoes. So we'll go to the polytunnel, see what we've got there. There's the 2 giant garlic. If people will remember, I planted them out a while ago. They came from the Shetland Isles, and either rats, mice, something devoured all my garlic, and the 2 giant cloves were left half eaten on the ground. But I put them back in, looked at them as best I could, and they're growing. There's Alicante. There's the other Alicante. Notice they've got the pots in for watering. As I say, it keeps the water away from the stem. That is a Manitou, planted on the 19th. I'm saying on the 19th. On the 19th of April. Could be the 19th of any month, couldn't it? Then there's the Condor, which come all the way down here. Gorgeous Cumbria. Oh, and we are getting fruit. Quite a bit. Lovely jubbly, as the man would say. Looking forward to these apples coming on as well. Probably put my sweet corn in one of them beds. I'm only doing about 5 or 6. I need to get that out. I've been saying that for the last 2 years, you know. I'm clearing that bit of compost there. They've gone into one of them 2 bays. Then I've got the Daleks over there. They'll be getting emptied into there, and I'm giving the Daleks away. I've got the fronts for these bays there. Takes it back up to the top. I've got cardboard ready to cover them. I'm debating on whether to make lids for them. But that's it for now. Lord and Master of all I survey. All the flags. And Phil's put new ones up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Union Jack. Why does anybody need 5 flags? I've got no idea. I've got the one. Mick's got one. Katie behind's got 2 I can see. Neil and Denise have got the one. Lest We Survive. Ronnie has got the bird of prey, which looks like it may be tangled. Seeing that, there's not that much wind up to make it be swooping around. And then he's got, I think it's a bloke. I think anyway. Anyhow, I'm going to pack up, go home and see to my dog. Little comfrey over that one. I've got all the blinds open. I could open a few more windows, to be honest, but we'll just leave them for now. So I'll end this video here just for now. Well, I'm actually on my way home now. Many of you will probably know Rachel, our Northeast Allotments. She's a very good friend, her and Eric. Very good friends. Personal friends, not just YouTube friends. And she's sort of challenged us to grow some cucumbers. I had said I would when I was in the greenhouse. I looked and I've got no cucumber seeds, so I'll get some today, and then me and Rach can have a little what will we call it, a little grow along together. We'll often have a good bit of banter on our WhatsApp group, you know. Me, Eric and Rachel, Dean from Dean's Roster Plot, and Steve. I won't mention Steve's channel yet because he hasn't got it up and running, but we often have a good laugh. But Rachel's a mass murderer. But I want to see how long these cucumbers is gonna last before the croak. So Rachel, challenge accepted, Bonnie lass, and I'll catch up with you shortly. Cheers mate, thank you. So that's me about 2 minutes from home. I'm dying to get in. As you can see, the sweat is actually pouring out of this. Temperature, the car's telling us is 26 degrees, and I need to get home and have a couple of really cold drinks from the fridge. So unless I add to this video, I would just like to say have a great week everyone. Thanks to those that took the time to watch this, to listen to me babble. I've had a couple more new subscribers, so I would like to say thank you to them, and obviously, as always, thanks to my existing subscribers. So for now, bye bye everyone. So I'm back down the allotment, and the canes are all in for the tomatoes, and using those clips. The mark went blurry, but yeah, you know, just using them clips, and they're quite good. So I'll put the link in the description to those clips from Temu. They are cheap, so I just thought I'd let you be updated with that. So it's pretty tidy now, isn't it? Okay, good evening everyone. Bye bye.